business, you've got the cryptocurrency side, which the majority of people are coming on board for. But you've also got the networking side. Now, I know we've got some really highly qualified, experienced networkers joined our business. And they really are responsible for helping this company grow. They're running their own networks, they're running their own webinars, they're doing their own meetings as we grow. This is in countries throughout the world. We're already an international networking business. And this is building because of our network leaders. However, we've got a lot of people that join our business that become part of our 3T opportunity, that initially they have only one thing in common. They want to grow, secure their wealth. And so they are interested on the crypto side. But after a while, on our, I'm trying to think which call it is, on our Thursday calls, you will see the recognitions where people are climbing up the recognition ladder. People are earning commissions. And these are not small commissions. We've got people that are earning thousands and thousands of dollars already from the network commission. That's an income. And so for the people that are not experienced in networking, that would like to dabble in the networking side initially, we're going to talk about some fundamentals on how to develop an income. We're going to cover some fundamentals first. And this Wednesday call, bit by bit, we'll run through the whole gambit of how you develop an income and really a future and a business. Now, it will only be as big or as small as you want it. Unlike our network leaders, they know the what's the word I'm looking for? They know how important it is and what a huge opportunity is to build a network at the beginning of a company such as ours. And so bit by bit, we'll be going to more depth on how you build a network. But I'd just like to run through for the benefit of those new people who, like me, long time ago, joined a networking business full of enthusiasm, full of excitement, full of ambition, but really didn't know what to do. I just went blindly into a networking business. Fortunately, I had a lot of people that helped me. I refer to them as my mentors. And as a result of my ignorance, I followed them blindly. And they told me step by step what to do to build a network. And because I followed them, the networking company I joined initially, I rose up through the ranks. I eventually became managing director of the company. And I put that success down to the fundamentals and the support they gave me. Right, so I'm going to run through some basic fundamentals now. This is going to last about 15, maybe 20 minutes, that's all. All right, but I believe once we get the hang of these fundamentals, we can then move into other things. So the fundamentals, first off, is know the plan. And we're not going to run through the plan now, but I recommend everybody get a fundamental understanding of our marketing plan. Not necessarily all the ins and outs of it, because it's a comprehensive plan. There are 8 different ways of earning incomes, and some of them to the newbie are complicated, but have a fundamental understanding of the plan. See, once you go into the networking side, this is your business. You drive your business within the overall concept of the company. So number one, it's an individual's responsibility to know the plan. Secondly, is to understand the services that we provide. Again, not becoming a crypto expert, not becoming an ICO expert, not becoming a trading expert, but understand the fundamentals of what we're offering. When we say to people we can grow, secure, generate your wealth, understand the basics so you can cover any initial questions that may arise. So fundamental number 1 is know the plan. Fundamental 2 is understand the service. And fundamental 3 is the message. You see, the company has got all this support messages for you. We've got our webinars that we run Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, whatever time zones you're on. These are the corporate ones. In addition to that, there are other webinars put on by the network, by the leaders to build and help their own teams. But for you to take advantage of these messages, you have to have your own message that will excite people, interest people sufficiently to log them onto the calls to take advantage of them. So I'm going to run through some basic fundamentals on the message. And the first thing is this. And these I think I've got 5 or 6 or 7 fundamentals, really come from personal experience. But again, when I first joined networking, my understanding was that the more I knew about the comp plan, the more I knew about the services, the more in detail, the more I was able to tell people those things, the more interested they became. But I wasn't aware of the first thing, that people buy people first and whatever else second. If they don't buy us, they won't buy from us. And there is an art in selling ourselves first. I know a lot of our initial contacts, personal contacts, that they know us. But they know us as a family friend. They know us as a business contact. They know us as a colleague. They don't necessarily know us as a business opportunity. So how do we sell ourselves as that? So first off, we have to look the part. Now, you have to determine your own image. Now, this is another interesting one. My image has changed since I've been involved in the cryptocurrency space. I come from the old school of business. I come from the old school of networking, where you go to a meeting, a business meeting, a network meeting, and you have your suit, you have your tie, you have your briefcase, you have your watch, you have your shoes. And that was me. But it's interesting. In the crypto space, it's a little bit different. There is a thing called smart casual. People turn up, I've been to meetings where people turn up in shorts, in casual. But there is still a way of looking the part in casual. Don't look, there's business casual. So look the part. And 2 things I learned early on is watch and shoes. These are things that people notice. Inadvertently notice the quality of your watch and your shoes. So dress the part. That will help message. Obviously smile. This is an obvious one, but people don't smile. People get serious. Now, this is the main one. Identifying with your potential guests. It's called the Me Too's. The more Me Too's you can get into your story, see, who are you? What are you? And so you need to take your story. Why did you get involved? What interested you? Where were you in your life? How come this opportunity arrived at the right time for you to jump on board? Now, interesting. Your story will vary dependent on who you are talking to. So, for example, if you are a certain age where your retirement wealth and securing your retirement is important to you, that's fine if you are talking to people of a similar age, because they will understand and buy into the importance of having a retirement fund, securing your retirement. But if you are talking to a 21-year-old or a 25-year-old or a 32-year-old, your retirement story does not match their story. People of 25, 26, 30, they aren't interested in retirement. They're interested in living the life. So here you have to tweak your story. Now you can't, the next one I'm going to put on hold, you can't lie or exaggerate. You can't change your story. Your story is your story. But you have people in your network that are 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 30-year-olds. Use their story. So if you're talking to somebody that you can't identify with, use other people's story. You can see I'm a certain age. I came in because retirement. What's interesting in this, George Johnson over there, he joined because he could see how he could build an income and secure his future. So bear in mind, right, your story. Your story helps people buy you. When they buy you, they buy your story. When they buy your story, they will buy into the company. Then let somebody else or the leader or the company explain the opportunity. So number 1, people buy people first, whatever else second. Secondly, enthusiasm sells. One of the best definitions I've ever come across of selling is that all selling is transferred enthusiasm. You get enthusiastic about the product, you get enthusiastic about the opportunity, and that rubs off on people. But for some reason, because of the crypto world is a little bit techie, right? Often I hear people talking in a very dull. Now, you've got to be enthusiastic to the level of your own personality. This is something else I learned. I'm not quite sure if you can tell from my accent, but I'm a Brit. And when I first started in networking, all my what are the words? Um, my brain's gone, but the company was run by Americans. And so I tried to become an American, and it didn't work. Okay, so I've got my own level of enthusiasm. So be enthusiastic, but enthusiasm comes from a sincere belief of what you're involved in. And initially, this is difficult because you don't know. A lot of people join our business on a wing and a prayer in the hope that. So again, this is why how you use your leader's belief. All right, so be enthusiastic. All right, and bit by bit, as your own results appear, that will shore up your own benefits and your own enthusiasm. So number 2 is enthusiasm. So number 1, get your story right. Number 2, ensure you're enthusiastic. And number 3, talk the benefits. Instead of talking about what the product is, talk about what the product does. You see, we're in this techie world. There's a lot of people that aren't techies, that aren't networkers. When you're going to get questions, and I hear the request for answers. How does the traffic light trading system work? What does this work? How does that work? How does the coins? What is this? That's what the product is. Try to log on to what the product does. It actually doesn't matter what the traffic light trading system is or how it works. What's important is what it does. It helps people determine how to grow and develop their wealth. And that's the important bit. So on all of our services that we offer, clearly identify in your mind what the product does. What's the result that people will get from the product or service? So sell the benefits. And we will do other sessions on how we will identify traffic light trading, and we will identify the actual benefits of that. And deliver the message in plain, easy to understand language. Do not become a techie. Number 4, take control. The general rule in business or in sales or in networking is this: the person who is asking the question is the person who is in control. And I'm sure we've got a lot of people on the call that have sat down with somebody and they said, well, yeah, but what's this? Yeah, but what is that? And how does this work? And we've spent most of our time analyzing and answering the questions. Now, if that's the case, that means we're out of control. The rule is this: the person who is asking the question is the person who is in control. This is a key point. So if somebody says, well, how does this work? You've got 3 options. If somebody asks you a question, you've got 3 possible answers. Number 1, you can answer the question. Number 2, you can ask, why is that question important? And number 3, you can answer the question with a question. Okay? So number 1, you can answer, which is not the recommendation, because you answer the question from your experience. You answer the question. Are they satisfied? Do they say they're going to join? Or do they ask another question, which we answer? Then you get another question. So you can answer, but it usually leads into this long list of question and answers, really leading nowhere. The second one is you can answer the question with a question. So that's an important point. Can I ask, why is that important to you? Why did you ask that one? Now you get into the answer, which now leads on to the results. Or you can answer the question, the traffic light trading system is this, it does that. Are you happy with that answer? So take control. Number 5, powerful words. Now, as we are talking, I've got some messages keep popping up. Let me just have a look at this. Okay. No, we're all okay. All right. Oh, I've got a couple of things that say this is absolutely, I love this. Okay. Well, thank you. I assume you're talking to what we're doing. So look, this is an initial call. Bit by bit, our Wednesday's call will go into every one of these in depth to tell people exactly how to build a business, what to say, when to say it, how to get people started, how to log on, how to do it, but powerful words. Now, I hear because when somebody joins the business initially, they're not 100% certain. I'd like to think that they are fully on board, but they're not. They join with a wing and a prayer. And so often when they're talking to people, they use weak, uninspiring words inadvertently. So I'm going to run through a number of powerful words to use. And after this call, start to look at what words you use, and bit by bit eliminate weak words and replace them with powerful words. So for example, right, where am I? Okay. Right. Special and especially. These are look, people like to feel special. And so we can talk about this is what the company does. You're on these webinars. These are there especially for you to build your business. This is our special offer. This is our special system. So special and especially are powerful words because people like to be thought of as being special. Now, normal or normally are good words to get people to move forward. So once we've answered some questions, we can say, well, look, what normally happens now? People get involved in the business. See what normally happens. People are happy to do what they think other people are doing. So the normal procedure now is open up the website. Let's get you started. What normally happens now is we enter, we get involved, we get you going. So normal or normally are powerful words to get to create action. Now imagine and supposing are very good words to get people to visualize the success. You just imagine now, after 2 or 3 or 4 months of being involved in our business, using the signals and taking advantage of them, you just imagine how much your wealth has grown. See, it's better. See, there's a saying that says telling isn't selling. The more we tell people what they will get, the less they will believe us. But imagining or supposing are powerful words to get them to use their own imagination. Now, imagine taps into the creative side of the imagination. Imagine once you've built your business, imagine how much income you will get from the network. See, that's the creative side. Now, to tap into the negative side of somebody's imagination, use the word supposing. Just supposing you don't join our business. And in 6 months' time, we bump into each other again, and you've missed out on all of this information. Where will you be then? Just suppose you don't get involved in the network. Just supposing, see, imagine, create results. Supposing creates the image of doom and despair, of missing out. So special and especially helps people think that they're special. Normal and normally are powerful words for creating action. Imagine supposing creates results, or it evokes the image of missing out. Now, so often do I hear people say, use the word if. If you get started, if you use. Now that's so weak. That's giving people a choice. If you get started, okay, fine, well, I may or may not do. If you want to get involved, log on to the website. Okay, fine, I'll do that as and when I'm ready. As and when is better. As you join our business, this is what happens. When you log into the Tuesday and Thursday seminars, this is what you get. Much more positive. So listen to how often you or your people use the word if and eliminate it. Then, instead of I and you, what I want you to do, we are a team. We're working together. These are team words. We, us together. We will go and help you do this. Us together, we will march forward. Powerful team words. So often I hear people talk, you're leaders. I'm a leader, then I want you to do this. That's divisive. We, us, and together are powerful words. So number 5, look at the words we use. Now, make it easy for people to buy. Make it easy for people to get involved. Look, everybody here would have noticed that it's not that easy to join our business. It's not that easy to get involved with the services. It's not. And for some people, depending on their age, it's a huge barrier. I've got friends and colleagues of mine that just cannot grasp what to do. They can't work a smartphone, let alone come get involved in our type of business. So it's our job to make it easy to buy. Reduce the menu. Where should I start? Explain to them what you recommend. Look, have you ever been into a restaurant and you say to the waiter, what's good on the menu today? And he says, well, everything's good today. What do we do? What would you recommend? I don't know. It's up to you. Our job is to reduce the menu and recommend the best place for somebody to start in your opinion and why. So reduce the menu, recommend, help with the registration. Now, this is what we all need to know how to do, how to register somebody into the system. It is inexcusable if we don't know how to register somebody. So reduce the menu, recommend, help with the registration. And finally, the last one, and that is this. Don't rationalize away sales failures. What I mean is this. I've been involved with so many people that do the best to network, invite somebody, they don't join the business, they don't log on to the thing, they never turn up. And that it's so easy to blame the company, the complications, the industry, the market, the network. And the first rule in sales, the first rule in business is look at what you are doing yourself. So after every conversation, after every meeting, after every presentation, first off, what did I do right? How come? See, a lot of people don't even know what they've done right. So what did I do right? How come this person joined and the other 15 didn't? I must have done something different. So what did I do right? Secondly, what did I do wrong? And you all know the saying, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting the same results. Is that right? And so analyze, what did I do wrong? Did I use weak words? Did my story match the person? How did I explain the benefits, or did I get trapped into explaining the detail? What did I do wrong? And finally, what could I have done better? What could I have done better? So it's a constant self-improvement. And these Wednesday calls will help you analyze what you've done right, what you've done wrong, and what you could do better. So number 7, don't analyze sales failures. Now, I'm going to finish on words of wisdom. Look, we've gone over a little bit longer than I expected, accept my apologies. And the words of wisdom is this. Look, don't wait for better wind. Learn to set a better sail. And that's really what our Wednesday night calls are about. Helping people set a better sail. We're going to run through everything people need to build the network. Tuesday calls is about products and ICO updates. Thursday calls are about updates on the website and recognition. The leaders calls are going to be about how to join the business, really opportunity calls, right? Our Wednesday calls are going to be about how to set a better sail. What to say, how to say it, how to get involved, leadership, how to manage your business, cash management, how to build a business. That's what the Wednesday calls are about.